Hey, this is TobyManX with another video. Today is Childe's Guide. Just some theory and team compositions, just some details about what makes him so good, where you should put him on your team, and what it is that he can offer you just on his own. So, let's get right into it. I'm actually going to start his talents from the bottom. Okay, so we can see here that normal attacks increase by level 1 for himself and party members. We'll see here with the Sword of Torrents that the Foul Legacy Raging Tide melee stance, so you already know he has other stance, and that crit damage is going to give you extra damaging abilities. And then moving on, Never Ending is actually going to extend the Riptide by 8 seconds. Riptide, it looks like it's something that gets put onto enemies, and you'll see here in his special that based on how he damages his enemy, he gets extra perks because of it. In his second skill, it gives you more of a description of like the changes of the stances. And you can see that one of them is pure Hydra damage, and the other one is just like arrow damage. And how he damages his enemies has a lot to do with that Riptide talisman that gets put on the enemies. And it looks like it can be applied and used in any of his skills. And so this was kind of flying through, but I plan to show off each skill and what the skills are actually capable of. So, starting with Childe's arrow attacks, you can see here that just doing damage with them applies the Riptide talismans. Doing damage to enemies with the talismans on them gives damage, and then also finishing off an enemy actually does its own separate damage proc. So there's many different ways to take advantage. His ult does damage both long range and close, and it does AoE damage as well. Going into his sword, you'll see that it's very quick. Switching into it is almost seamless. It does a little bit of damage, and it also is AoE. He has amazing reactions on his own due to the Riptide damage. He can take down the shield of a mage by himself just with like distance attacks. And with a little bit of reactionary help, completely obliterate a shield. So, Childe is pretty fantastic. All in all, he is a damage character. Primary DPS, sub DPS, whether you want to focus on aqua damage or not, I think that he would also benefit from elemental mastery. He is not to sit on the bench. And I hope that you find great success with using him. Hope this video was quick and informative, and I hope it gets you excited to use your new character if you pulled one, or if you're planning on pulling one, excited to keep on the grind. Take care, good night, oyasumi nasai, and be easy.